My Spiritual Journey Living with Joy. Welcome. I'm Richard Haasnoot, your wisdom-inspired life YouTube channel host. In this series, I share personal stories from my spiritual journey, which began with a lack of understanding of spirituality and God. Today, spirituality is the most important aspect of my life, and I deeply love God. That represents quite a change. This series of video episodes covers my spiritual journey from early in life, when I still had no idea what a spiritual journey was, to 2025, when I know that I am a very spiritually advanced human. Not long after my experience with the psychic in Lexington, Kentucky, I received another promotion to a position with Procter & Gamble in Cincinnati. The psychic experience opened my eyes to new possibilities I had never considered before. I began to hear about New Age books and grew curious. One of my first thoughts was that Cincinnati was not a hub for New Age books. One Saturday morning, I decided to explore the only New Age bookstore in Cincinnati. It turned out to be a magical experience. Even though I had never been in the store before, when I entered, I immediately went to the back right-hand corner of the bookstore. I found myself reaching for a book with the certainty that it was the right book for me, even though I had only seen the title, Living with Joy. I carried this book around the bookstore as I explored further. After a few minutes, I went to the front of the store and purchased only this book. For perspective, I could not remember going into any bookstore in the last 5 years to buy a book. When I returned home, I saw that the book's full title was Living with Joy: Keys to Personal Power and Spiritual Transformation. I also discovered that it was a channeled work by the author Sanaya Roman. After my psychic experience, I realized that people who can access information from a higher level are interchangeably called psychics and channels. Since my previous psychic experience had been so positive, the fact that this book was channeled fully captured my attention. When I got home, I did something I'd never done before. I sat down and read the book in one reading. I was in love. I was thrilled at the prospect that a person really could live a life of joy. The next day, I sat down and recorded each chapter on a cassette. I listened to a chapter as I drove the round trip to and from work. When I completed the book, I started over again, and I repeated this process many times. It is not an overstatement to say that this book changed my life. Subsequently, over the ensuing decades, I would regularly reread the book and gain new inspiration each time, as if it were the first time I read the book. Over time, I built a very extensive library of some of the most powerful spiritual books available to humanity. I will talk about some of them in future episodes. Here's a brief overview of Living with Joy. Living with Joy by Sanaya Roman emphasizes the importance of joy as a central theme in life. Here are some key points from the book. 1. Inner connection. The book encourages readers to connect with their inner selves and listen to their intuition to find joy. 2. Positive thinking. It highlights the power of positive thinking and how it can transform experiences and perceptions. 3. Emotional awareness. Recognizing and embracing emotions, including negative ones, is essential for achieving lasting joy. 4th, gratitude. Practicing gratitude is emphasized as a way to shift focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in life. 5, living authentically. The importance of being true to oneself and pursuing passions and desires is a recurring theme. 6, spiritual growth. The book explores the connection between joy and spiritual growth, encouraging readers to seek higher consciousness. 7, self-care. Prioritizing self-care and creating a nurturing environment are crucial for maintaining joy. 8. Community and relationships. Building positive relationships and community connections enhances overall happiness. 9th, manifestation. The concept of manifesting joy and abundance through intention and belief is discussed. 10. Joy as a choice. Ultimately, the book suggests that joy is a choice that can be cultivated through mindset and actions. These points provide a foundational understanding of integrating joy into daily life. I hope this has been helpful to you. Thank you very much for listening, and I look forward to reconnecting with you soon.